Da dove cominciamo?
Vediamo. C'è un banco di artigianato laggiù. Il trucca bimbi. Oh! Che bello! Guarda quell'orsacchiotto!
Saremo qui per tutto il weekend.
Andiamo! Oh, eccolo qua! Il dottor Percival Higginbotham. Gli ho dato il nome un attimo fa.
Siete pronti per il gioco delle anatre del signor Quint?
Bello!
Beh, salve ragazzi.
Salve, signor Quint, fantastico! Come si gioca?
Beh, buttate giù tutte e 7 le anatre e l'orsacchiotto è vostro.
Allora? Che stiamo aspettando?
Buon divertimento!
George, preparati a contare.
Contare i tiri riusciti era facile per George, perché Allie non ne aveva fatto nessuno.
Mi sto riscaldando. Voglio provare di nuovo. Oh, come mai è così difficile? Forse lascio provare qualcun altro.
Potete tornare più tardi, sapete, saremo qui tutto il weekend.
Perché una cosa che sembra tanto facile è così difficile?
George sapeva perché Allie non buttava giù le anatre. Aveva bisogno di esercizio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 anatre. E poi George riempì dei sacchetti col riso perché Allie potesse lanciarli.
George, questa è una splendida idea!
Dopo aver tolto i parafanghi e le gomme, George aveva il suo nastro trasportatore. Ora bisognava metterci le anatre di cartone. Era quasi come il gioco della fiera, ma mancava qualcosa. Ora sì che andava meglio.
Mancata. Quando si muovono è difficile colpirle. Ho paura che non diventerò mai brava. Mancata.
Funzionava! Allie stava migliorando con l'esercizio.
Lasci quell'orsacchiotto!
Ah, e c'è tempo per un'altra partita?
Sapete, amici, non sono sicura di farcela. Magari potremmo tornare l'anno prossimo.
Tu provaci!
Sì, è vero.
Ce l'hai fatta! Brava, Allie!
Ho vinto! No, cioè, voglio dire, abbiamo vinto. Tieni, George. L'orsacchiotto è per te.
Questa era la fiera preferita di George. Allie aveva abbattuto tutte le anatre in fila e George aveva avuto l'orsacchiotto.
Non vedo l'ora che arrivi la fiera della mela. Devi venire con me perché so tutto sull'argomento. Sono molto brava nella gara del cucchiaio, a prendere le mele con la bocca dall'acqua e sono una delle migliori mangiatrici di torte di mele dei dintorni.
Go! Go! Good morning, George.
I'm gonna sleep 5 more minutes, okay?
No!
Yes, sorry. This here roller coaster coaster whips and snaps you around hairpin turns at 70 miles per hour. So come on down to Zany Island and ride the Turbo Python 3000. That's Captain's orders. Arr!
Everyone was excited about riding the Turbo Python 3000. Except the man with the yellow hat. He was afraid of roller coasters and remembered the first and last time he rode a roller coaster. It was so long ago, he was just the boy with the yellow hat. And since that day, roller coasters upset him.
Okay, I'm a grown man. I have no reason to fear a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride, George. Whew. I am thirsty.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but you can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You have to be as tall as this sign to ride. And, you're not.
That's it, honey. Go to sleep. Nothing makes you grow like a good sleep. And I want you to grow up to be big and healthy.
All this growing made George tired. If sleep made you grow, he could do two things at once. Sleep made George grow a lot, at least in his dream.
I'm sorry. You can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You're too big.
George didn't grow as big as he had in his dream, but he grew enough to be 5 licorice whips tall.
My hat! I lost my hat!
Seeing Betsy lose her hat reminded the man with the yellow hat of that fateful day.
My hat! I lost my
That's it. I'm not afraid of roller coasters. I'm afraid of losing my yellow hat. Your hat is safe, Betsy!
What's with all these sour faces? I don't like sour faces at me park, you know. Oh, hi there, Captain Zany. You see, this monkey's too short to ride the Turbo Python 3000. Too short? Bah! He's not too short. Monkeys don't grow very big. That's why we have the... You must be this tall if you're a monkey side.
You can ride, George, and I'm coming with you. But first, give me all your licorice.
Most mornings, George went out on the porch to find the paper. This morning, the paper found George.
Sorry.
George wished he could be a paper boy someday. But he didn't even know how to ride a bike. Not yet, anyway.
This? Why, this was my bike when I was a boy. I sure had fun. But it was a long time ago.
George liked knowing the man with the yellow hat was holding him up. By the third day, he rode so fast the man with the yellow hat couldn't keep up.
Very good, George. I think you're ready to ride on the road. Now remember, always watch where you're going, stay on the right side of the road, and signal turns, like this for left and this for right. That's it. Oh, and be a good little monkey cyclist. Bye-bye.
Wow! Great trick! Sorry I came out so fast, but I'm gonna be late for school. Hey, could you finish my paper route?
Trusted with a paper route. It was like George's wish had just been granted.
Every house on the road gets a paper, including the houses across the stream.
Yes, George had become just like a real paperboy. Nothing would stop him from completing his route. The last time they came to the stream, the man with the yellow hat made paper boats. George thought he remembered how. His boat was so good, George decided to make a whole fleet.
Well, hello. You must be a paper boy. That's an important job. Looks like you've delivered them all but one. Another day's hard work almost done, eh?
George couldn't wait for his newspapers to be sun-dried. George had promised Bill he'd deliver all these papers. If it didn't get done, Bill could lose his job. Maybe the man with the yellow hat knew where to get dry papers.
Hey, hold on, George. How about we just buy a few dry papers and deliver them right now?
And so, George was able to finish his route just like a real paperboy.
Maybe I should buy a new bike for myself, too. Sorry.
George thought the country house was a great little place. But he wondered, what would it be like to have a great big place? Like a country castle.
George, look what I found. My old photo album. Oh, that boy? That's me. Anyway, this got me thinking, I haven't been to the beach in a long time. You want to go? We can build sand castles. Well, I don't know if we could build a sandcastle quite that nice, but that can't stop us from trying. George? I take it this means you'd like to go to the beach.
George hadn't planned on having so much room to build a castle. With this kind of space, he could really think big.
George, wait up! Let me know when you find a good idea for a castle.
He wouldn't build just any old ordinary little sandcastle.
George said he built his sandcastle around here somewhere. Wow! Could this be George's sandcastle? Hello? Anyone home? George? It's me! George, it's the greatest sandcastle any monkey ever made, anywhere! All right, once you get good, wet packing sand, carry it away from the water so the waves can't wipe out your work.
You city kids sure are handy with your feet.
That's a pretty good job, boys.
And Ma Rabbit won't burrow through it because she has her own doorway.
Well, time to pack up. George, put anything wet or sandy in the trunk for the trip home.
It was a great little castle, but George wasn't going to give up on his dream of having a great big castle. Even if it took all summer, he would keep looking for just the right place to build his castle. And when he found that perfect spot, he wanted to be prepared.
George!
Summer afternoon. The perfect time for a game of Find the Pigeon.
Okay, George, playtime's over. Time to clean your room. You can play with Compass after you clean your room. Bath time, George. I don't think you'll fit in the bird bath, George. You're definitely a tub monkey. Okay, Time to brush your teeth and hit the sack, George.
Even though being a monkey was the greatest thing ever, pigeons didn't have to do what anybody told them.
George, time to clean your room, take a bath, wash your ears, brush your teeth, go to bed, wake up, make yourself breakfast. George!
So the next morning, George made up his mind to live like a pigeon. Keeping up with pigeons was hard work if you didn't come with wings. Plus, pigeons didn't have to wait for the don't walk light. George had lost his flock. To be a pigeon, you had to fly. Here were lots of animals who didn't have to clean their rooms or brush their teeth. Surely George could find one he could be. Like a chameleon. They could change color effortlessly. Monkeys couldn't.
Hey, George.
If only there was one animal that didn't act so much, well, like an animal.
Uh-oh. Hey, looks like we're stuck. Oh. It's okay, Hundley. We can handle this. I'll sound the alarm. Uh-oh. Oh. There's only one way out. But we need somebody who can monkey up. Say. You've been such a good dog, George. I almost forgot you were a monkey.
George had almost forgotten he was a monkey, too.
You did it! Thanks, George.
Even Hundley thought George was pretty amazing. He might even make a good dog someday. But George didn't want to be a dog anymore. All he wanted was to take a bath, brush his teeth, and go to bed in his nice, clean room. A sunny day in a garden project meant one thing to Curious George.
That ought to soften it up a bit. Have at it, George. Make the hole good and deep, George. We don't want the roots to dry out.
George was an old dirt-digging pro. But this time, he saw something he'd never noticed before. There were things living in this dirt.
Whoa, where are you going with those worms? George, we've been through this before, remember? The turtle?
George remembered the turtle, all right. It happened the first time he went swimming in Lake Wanasink Lake with Bill.
Here you go, George! Can you see it? Stick your head under and look around.
Bill was right. There were so many different living things, it was like a zoo. Except wet.
What'd I tell you? Great, huh? They live down there just like we live up here. Some animals breathe in water like we breathe on land. Oh, I gotta do my paper route. Keep looking, George. If you need anything, ask Mr. Quint.
Huh?
Turtles lived on land, just like people and monkeys. But did they know to hold their breath? Suddenly, it was clear. That turtle needed a bath. He imagined having a turtle for a brother. George told his plan to the turtle. But the turtle didn't seem happy. Maybe he was homesick. George brought back all the green lake stuff he could find, even the slimy things. He'd accidentally caught a fish. The turtle had to like that. How could sand and snails and frogs and lily pads and slimy things, plus a fish, not be enough? The only thing the lake had that this tub didn't was Mr. Quint. Maybe a monkey could never make a turtle happy. Except by leaving it alone.
Ah, what a day. I can't wait for a nice, long soak in the tub.
Whoa!
Who are you? I hope you've learned there's more to a happy home than just a dirty bathtub.
Thinking back, George realized even though it would be fun to have worms living under his bed, they'd be happier in their own home, dirt. Still, it was exciting to think new friends might turn up right in your own backyard. Or even under it. When winter began, everything outdoors looked different. The days were short, the grass was brown, and the trees were bare.
George, don't forget your coat. It may be sunny, but it's turning really cold out there.
George had toys for summer and toys for snow, but there were no toys for just plain cold. There weren't even birds to watch. George had won. He was having fun like winter had never come. The bubble froze. That was pretty interesting. But it wasn't what George wanted it to do. He knew his dolphin couldn't freeze. He could play with that any way he wanted.
That'll warm you up.
George was thinking two things.
Hello?
Boy, was this cocoa good, and that he was giving up. How can a monkey have any fun when his stuff all freezes up? Then he knew exactly how. George's plan was working. George had made an ice bowling set. He was finally having fun. Then, Jumpy did something unexpected. At first, George thought squirrels must really hate bowling. But Jumpy only wanted to get the frozen nuts. George and Jumpy played nut hockey till the sun went down. Then he set up for the next day. All that work inventing fun stuff, and it was all for nothing. Winter. It was like a roller coaster of blah.
It started already? We're supposed to get a ton of snow tonight. Well, good thing I bought a new shovel.
Maybe inventing stuff wasn't all for nothing. It helped him survive the dull of winter till the first snow.
George, it's snowing in the house.
Yeah, winter is a roller coaster. And monkeys love roller coasters.
There's nothing Hundley loved more than a clean lobby. He only wished that monkey felt the same way.
Oh, sorry about that, Hundley.
Is that all of it?
It's not even half of it.
301's doorbell is stuck again. Don't worry, Hundley will show you to the basement.
Great. George, I'll go upstairs for more boxes. Why don't you and Hundley find a spot for them?
Hundley decided to find a place for George's stuff. It occurred to Hundley that this was the first time he'd been in the basement by himself. Now, where did that ball go? A good lobby dog is fearless. George was right. You should save everything because you never know when you might need it. To help pinpoint the noise, George divided the basement into 4 sections. He recorded the creepy noise in each of the 4 sections. George played the recording and listened closely. Now they knew the noise was coming from the part of the basement near the boxes.
After you.
No, after you.
Hundley had enough. He was tired of being afraid.
This is a cow.
Cow.
Yeah, Moo. Aw, Hundley must be the bravest dog in the city.
Well, let's get the rest of those boxes down here. Haven't you learned noises are nothing to be afraid of? Maybe we should keep your stuff upstairs, George. You never know when we might need it. Help! Attention! Attention! Help!
Tracy taught her chicks to walk tall and be proud like a chicken. It was time for a bath because, in being proud like a chicken, neatness counts.
George? Would you come here, please? The neighbors will be here soon for our monthly game lunch, so I need you to run to the store. We're out of toothpicks. It's not a party if you don't pick up small food with toothpicks. Oh, we need marshmallows, too. And a new deck of cards. You got some jelly on the old deck. So take this list to Ada and Luke's general store, okay?
That sounded like a chicken in trouble. George could see those 6 chicks needed to be rescued. Now all the chicks had to do was walk across. The bridge wasn't chick-safe yet. What could he do to make it safer? That bridge had sides made from triangle shapes. George suggested they cross one at a time, in case the bridge wasn't strong enough to hold them all. But the bridge was plenty strong. It even held a whole hand. A job well done. George could now rush home with the marshmallows, toothpicks, and cards. Maybe not straight home.
That must be some party if you need more marshmallows, toothpicks, and cards already. Now it's officially a party.
Alrighty. We're going to play Go Fish, yeah?
Mama, come see what the chickens built. They are geniuses. We better start looking at colleges.
And that's how the Rankin's College Fund for Gifted Chickens got its start.